What's up, guys? Let's go ahead and talk about the Nasdaq, also known as the Nasdaq 100. What you see on the screen right now is a daily chart for all you Nasdaq lovers out there. And listen, I did a video on the Nasdaq and the Nasdaq 100 just about 2 weeks ago where I showed you guys how crazy the trend had been on the Nasdaq. And by the way, the symbols for the Nasdaq is, well, as you know, for you futures traders, it's NQ. For you stock traders, it's QQQ. But for you Forex traders, it's NAS 100. Okay, if you're actively day trading Forex, wow, you're doing yourself a huge disservice if you're not looking at the NAS 100. Fire it up right now. It's clocking in at about 900 to 1,000 pips a day. Yes, you heard me say that correctly. 1,000 pips a day. Anyway, so about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video trying to figure out when we could think about shorting the Nasdaq. Okay, and I mean, look at this green trend here. Okay, so what you guys are seeing on the screen right now, this green and red color band here, this is the volume indicator. It's a simple market profile tool, and it does one thing and one thing alone, and it does that one thing extremely well. Okay, it tells you who's in control. Either the buyers are in control or the sellers are in control, and the whole idea here is to follow the smart money, follow the big guys, follow the institutions, because they are the one that create these outrageous trends. In fact, hold on a second. Let me see. When did this trend start? Let me see here. Okay, May 21st. So let's see. That's about just about 4 months ago. All right, right on May 21st, the volume turned green. Super obvious, right? And if you just simply jumped on that trend, you had a very pleasurable and fun experience. Now, on the flip side, if you tried to short the Nasdaq at any point in time here when it was green, I mean, it was painful for you, right? You got your face ripped off like so many rookie traders, beginner traders, counter trend traders, just generally people that don't know what the heck they're doing, right? Anyway, so here's the update on the daily chart, okay? And don't worry, I have an intraday chart coming up in just a few seconds. You know I love the intraday charts, but the daily charts are fascinating, man, because you can do a lot of interesting things on the daily chart. You can take a longer term view on when to maybe time the market top, or for you options traders out there, you're looking to put on some put spreads and stuff like that, or just use options to bet against the Nasdaq. There's a lot of really exciting strategies you can do, okay? But look at this. September 16th, okay? Volume turns red. Right? Very interesting. And it just, it sold off hard. The very same bar, let's zoom in here. Hold on a second. On this daily chart, right on this bar here, it just sold off hard. And why is this important? Well, if we zoom back out here, I'm gonna teach you guys a lesson here, a nice trading lesson on maybe thinking about using confluence with your trading, okay? You guys heard the phrase, the market will take the stairs going up and the elevator going down. You know what that means? What that means is when the market goes up, it's a slow, steady grind, right? The market just grinds slowly, slowly, slowly goes up. But when the big guys want to get out, and they all get out at the same time, that's what the volume indicator tells you. It's a really good indication of panic selling, right? Or in this case over here, panic buying, right? Right over here. But, panic selling is a lot more violent than panic buying. That's just obvious. But here's the lesson that I want to educate you on here, okay? So we basically gave back, okay, in about 2 days, so 2 or 3 trading sessions, we gave back 45 days worth of gains. Let me prove that to you. You see, if I take my mouse and highlight the area in, the end of June, maybe early July. In fact, let's just go ahead and timestamp this here, okay? Let's go ahead and flatline this right there. You see this spot right here? End of June, early July, right? We're in September now, by the way, okay? So we're about 45 days. It's a 45-day period between this point and this point right here, the low of this Nasdaq sell-off. Now, look at the length of time, okay, it took for the market to go from here, grinding. All right, great. Took 45 days. And then kaboom, in 2 days, it gave back a month and a half. We were right back to June. Okay? Now look, the next part of what I'm going to say is going to be interesting to you. Okay? I feel that this level is going to be tested right here. Right? And if we look at the y-axis, that puts us at around 14,000 and change on the NQ. And where are we? We're at 15,000 right now. So we have what I think could be 1,000-point drop on the Nasdaq chart. And there's a lot of ways to play it. You could use QQQ options. You could use Forex options. You could, maybe size down your position if you're actively trading Nasdaq futures and Nasdaq Forex. Maybe take your positions down a little bit in terms of how many contracts or how many lots you trade. And I mean, we are going to be looking for a move that just goes straight down like this. And that's possible, right? Because it just happened. It just happened last week. So for the Nasdaq to give us another leg down, like we saw this leg down here, I think it's entirely possible. Now, the risk on this potential trade, and listen, guys, I'm just articulating my thought process here, okay? The risk on this potential trade is, what if the vol turns green for a bit, which it might do? Okay, I've seen the volume where, it turns green for a little bit. The dip buyers, the retail traders come in and try to call a bottom, right? So they'll do one of these. They'll push the market up a little bit. So like zigzag pattern 1, the retail traders, the people that don't know what they're doing, will come in and push it up a little bit. And then the heavyweights are going to come and smash it down. Right? You guys have seen that pattern. I don't need to tell you that, right? But look, I always feel you have to keep your eye on the daily chart, okay? The daily chart is very useful. It's very useful if you're a swing trader. The Nasdaq is one of the best heavily traded active symbols out there. All asset classes, stocks, futures, Forex. I mean, it's fantastic. The Nasdaq 100 is just fantastic, and you can deploy some awesome strategies on top of it, okay? So if you have the vol, what I recommend doing is maybe, getting a graphics card and trying to set up, a dedicated monitor just for your daily charts. That's what I do. Get yourself a nice 50-inch, 60-inch TV. It's like $200. You can find a nice 60-inch TV at Walmart for $200. Hook it up to your computer and make it part of your trading workstation. Keep these daily charts on the Nasdaq, on the S&P, on the Dow, so on and so on, right? But let's also take a look at the intraday. The intraday, what I call day trading chart, which is my favorite. And look, here's another lesson, folks, all right? What I thought was pretty comical today was some guy sent me a screenshot of his candlestick chart. It looked exactly like this on the Nasdaq, and this guy claimed that he could pick tops and bottoms, and I just laughed my butt off, and I wished him all the best, and I hung up the phone. I mean, I don't know what kind of people or who out there is actually physically trading these candlestick BS charts, but you ain't making any money. That guy was just a clown, okay? I can guarantee you these candlestick indicator traders, they ain't making no money at all. The candlestick and retail traders are the people that try to short the market as it's going up, right? And look, don't send me any hate mail if you're in that group, all right? Don't send me any nasty messages and stuff. Be honest with yourself, bro, If you're not honest with yourself as a trader, if you're not willing to recognize and learn from your mistakes, then what are you doing? Why are you wasting your money? Do something else. Get a full-time job. Go, drive for Uber or do something else. Because you're not cut out for trading if you have been trying to short the market when it's green or try to buy the market when it's red, right? Anyway, let's go back to this chart here. I wanted to share with you guys a good laugh that I had earlier this morning with that one person. Anyway, so today, the volume indicator turned green. This happened pretty early in the morning. I'm talking, midnight-ish, 1 o'clock in the morning. But look, man, you've heard me say this before, okay? If the market wants to go up, it go up. When the market wants to go down, it go down, okay? Volume does not lie to you, okay? Volume tells you the truth. So this was an interesting setup because when the volume turned green here, you know what, let me just zoom in here. Hold on a second. I want to teach you guys something very valuable here, right? Especially you guys that have the vol. You might already know this, but it's always good to re-emphasize this, especially on live charts. Look at this here. The volume turned green. Everybody would agree. There's no disputing that. But it turned green on a red bar. This makes it a color mismatch. You understand? So in order for any type of trade to be valid and your risk reward metrics to kick into gear, you have to wait for one of these. Okay? Which is the first green bar. That makes it a color match. And I mean, again, folks, it's the same pattern every day. This is just becoming a daily routine of just making money in the market in the morning session. Okay? So, I mean, you could have had many opportunities, right? I mean, I guess technically if you felt like you missed the first setup here, you could have gone long a second time on the second green bar. You could have gone long a third time on the third green bar. You really have to kind of use your own discretion, but all I can really tell you is the volume works. The volume gets the direction right. Okay, folks, and like I said before, good luck trying to figure it out on your candlestick BS. Leave these type of, I'm serious, leave these type of charts to people who don't know what they're doing, people who don't want to grow as traders, and people who just want to be left in the trash pile. Okay, let them stay there. Okay, it's not up to them. They don't move the market, right? It's the big guys that move the market. And one more time, guys, I'm going to really emphasize this point on the daily chart. Okay, when you use volume as your primary indicator, okay, and when that volume turns green, the odds are in your favor of the market going up. And on the flip side, when the volume turns red, the odds are in your favor of the market going down. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.